So let's talk about this. And called it macaroni. What in the world does that mean?
So why did Yankee Doodle call it macaroni? So we know this is what Yankee Doodle looks like. He's always on a pony, wearing red, white, and blue, and with that feather stuck in his hat.
Okay.
Well, Yankee Doodle was actually a song that was sung by the British during the American Revolution to make fun of the Americans. And what they were saying was that Yankee Doodle, an American, would never be as fancy as the British because he thought all you had to do was stick a feather in your hat to be fancy. Because the British considered this fancy. This guy is called a macaroni. Macaronis were people who wore wild, crazy, fashionable clothes and huge wigs, and they wore jewels on their faces, and it was crazy, crazy fashion. And it was called macaroni.
So stick a feather in your hat
and call it macaroni. Exactly.
It's as simple as that.
It's as simple as that. Exactly. So here today you can dress up a colonial paper doll like a macaroni with crazy paper doll clothes. And we've got face jewels and props to take a selfie of yourself dressed up as a macaroni. And so you can get really into it.
That is so interesting because I think we all sing that song
We all sing that song.
And never think about what it may mean.
Or if you do, you just assume it's some sort of strange 18th century reference to pasta.
Pasta, yeah.
This is basically one of the ones you would have seen during the war. Each country bought its own musket. They also used rifles. Now the rifles took longer to load, but they were more accurate. They had a range of up to 200 yards. My musket here, 50 to 100 yards. So they use, in fact, most armies use a combination of both the muskets and the rifles.
Is that why they say don't shoot until you see the whites of their eyes?
Well, that was part of it because they tell us on Bunker Hill they weren't sure how much powder they were going to have to sustain the attack. So instead of taking those long shots, make sure he's close enough in there where that shot's going to count.